The mixer is inside that vault. Clear area so we can use it.
Welcome back to a look at the well-heeled side of Warframe. Today we're looking at Platinum, Warframe's premium currency, and how you can earn it. First of all, if you're brand new to Warframe, you'll have 50 Platinum, or Plat for short, granted to your account. I'd advise you to fight those powerful urges to spend it on cosmetics, and only spend it on slots for future Warframes and weapons. The key to making Plat is to realise that everything that is tradable has a value, and that value is generally based on its availability and whether it's in demand. The easiest things to sell when you're starting out are probably mods and prime parts. Mods, as I mentioned in my previous video, are the card-like upgrade systems for Warframes, weapons and so on. Almost all of them are tradable. Prime parts are sections or blueprints for Warframes and weapons as well. And as a quick aside, I think blueprints is a slightly odd name for these. Blueprints suggests, to me at least, that you can create a bunch of parts from one blueprint. That's not the case here. I'd call it something like molds, as when you make a part from the mold, it actually can't be used again. Either way, it's worth pointing out that you can only trade unmade prime blueprints. Mods can be found all over the game. Apparently most enemies have something like a 3% chance to drop them. So if you've been playing for a while, you've probably got a bunch already. They're also found in rewards and vaults, though vault runs and how people use those to get mods is kind of out of the scope for this video. Prime parts and blueprints are generally gained from so-called void missions. These are special missions when you choose a relic, often themselves gained from other missions, and then while in that void mission, find enough reactant to open it. You'll see reactant indicated all over your HUD, telling you where to get it. Then once ready, you can select your reward from all the relics opened during that mission. It's quite a nice system if I'm honest. It means if someone else gets lucky with the RNG from their drop, you can all take advantage and get a rarer item. So you have some high class finery you want to sell for top dollar. Where do you start? How do you even know how much your stuff is worth? Well, in game there's trade chat. It's a bit like the Wild West though, it's anarchic, sometimes people spamming the same stuff over and over, though I would say sometimes you can get some bargains, your mileage may vary, and so on. I'd say a better option is a third-party site called Warframe.market. It's not affiliated with the developer Digital Extreme, but it serves as a listing place for people looking to buy and sell in the game. To be clear, the trading happens in-game like normal, not via this site, so there's no worries there. You don't actually need an account to search for items, so if you're looking to buy or just looking to see how valuable your parts are, then that's a 2-second job. If you do want to list your wares though, you have to make an account. There's a brief authorization procedure that includes messaging a bot on the official forums, basically just to prove that you are the correct person with that name. Honestly, it doesn't take long. Once done, just search for the parts or mods that you have, click the plus icon and decide on a price. I'd say if you're looking for a quick sale that you want to be towards the lowest side of the price regardless, though prices do go up and down during the day as population rises and falls in the game, so check the price history if you're looking to min-max your earnings. The trading happens in-game like I said. Normally you get a whisper containing the copy pasta that the site generates for each listing. In general, the trade happens in the dojo of the person selling, so you're going to need to be in a clan to do this regularly. Just load up the dojo from the navigation menu, and once you're loaded in, invite them using the right-click menu. They'll get summoned in a couple of seconds later. There is a trade tax to be paid in credits. It varies based on the item, but that's only paid by the person purchasing. Also, you are limited in the number of trades you can perform per day based off your mastery rank number. So if you're a mastery rank 5, you can trade 5 times each day. So a few tips. First of all, be online. I know that seems obvious, but as the trade happens when both parties are in game, you need to be online yourself to get the best chance for people to find you. This isn't like the Steam market where you could list things and then sell them while you're asleep. So if you're at your computer, watching streams, reading Reddit, have the game open in the windowed mode. And actually another little tip, I actually use the in-game FPS limiter to stop it spinning up my GPU fans too much, and then just keep an eye out for any whispers, and you can idle in your ship or in your dojo, wherever you fancy. Trading at non-peak times can be good to make a bit more money, so when you're on, check the current prices for the items you're offering, and then update them as needs be. You want to be in the eye line for people searching for the lowest prices. Be nice and polite to everyone you meet. The Warframe community is honestly one of the nicest group of players around. They're generally helpful and good-natured. People who trade with you also have the option to leave some positive feedback on you via the warframe.market site. Every review is another point in your rankings, making you stand out as a light trader. Also, set your status to invisible on the website when you go into a mission unless you are willing to leave that mission for a trade. Don't make people wait if you can help it. Prime parts especially vary in price based off their availability in drop tables from relics. Keeping a hold and hoarding parts where they are of low value can turn into a nice nest egg for the future. An indication of this might be what Warframes and weapons are currently unvaulted, which ones people think might be available next. Lastly, but not actually leastly, a non-trading tip for getting platinum. Sometimes you'll get a voucher as a login reward to purchase platinum at a discounted rate. I believe 75% off is the top voucher. I've had some friends get them seemingly regularly, though I don't think I've ever actually had one. Although it means spending real money, if you have some disposable income, I'd choose that moment especially to support the game and get yourself a whole load of platinum for not a lot of money. If you're a seasoned Warframe pro, then please do leave any tips you have for making that sweet sweet do-re-mi in the comments below so new players can learn from your hallowed ways. If you have any thoughts about trading or just about Warframe in general, type them into the comments section below right now. I'll be reading every single one of them. If you are new to Warframe and are looking to make a free account, there's a referral link from me in the description too. An extra thanks if you choose to use that link. If you enjoyed the video, please do consider tapping that thumb up, hitting that subscribe and ringing that bell icon so you'll know when the next video is fresh out of the oven. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Take care.
Product of the boil attempting to fight off the toxin. Kill it to weaken the station further.
Maggots! You trying to protect these rats, but you'll fail!